You know, from a very young age, I've had people tell me, you know, you can't do this or you can't do that, or you won't be able to do this or you won't be able to do that.
Andy Wright was born in a British military hospital in Tripoli, Libya. His birth was complicated by the use of forceps during delivery and twisted intestines that led to seizures and eventual development of cerebral palsy.
I mean, at the very young age, up until about 8 years old, I was reliant on a wheelchair.
At the age of 5, Andy attended Claremont School in Henleys, now recognised as a world leader for teaching children with disabilities.
But, you know, my own determination and seeing other children running around enjoying themselves, I wanted to be the same. So, you know, sheer determination, I got myself out the wheelchair and I was walking. Age 17, having left school, I was at home living with parents and family, and we had to look at getting a job.
After leaving school, he was put onto a youth training scheme for a year and then managed to get a job in a warehouse. But this lasted only 10 months until redundancy forced him to endure nearly 8 years of unemployment.
Obviously, I had to go to the job centre at the time, and I saw the disability advisor with my mum, and basically they said to me, well, they said to my mum actually, that really I should go home, not worry about working, and I should just claim benefits for the rest of my life.
After 3 years' hard work and a normal syllabus, he achieved black belt in 1989. Shortly after, in April 1990, he decided to open up his own group so he could pass on the skills to those who wanted to learn.
Nowadays I teach Qigong and Tai Chi and health related exercise, and again I teach quite a lot of people. I developed a training program for instructors so that they could teach as well. From 2009, I went professional in my teaching, so I'm self-employed. I started to build up my classes and my business, and I was doing really well. And all the while, you know, I was looking for a partner. If you have a disability and you're male, it's actually more difficult to find a female who is willing to overlook your particular issues. Because, I mean, I'm not really very disabled, but it is apparent. You know, if you look close, you'll see that, I do have the disablement. So I am now in the position where in 2012, I'm seriously looking for a partner, and I'm trying every solution. And the problem is that by the time I'm 50 odd, 45, 50, the only people that I'm likely to be able to meet are divorced women with 5 kids, and really they've got a lot of baggage that I didn't want to have. I mean, I really wasn't interested in being a surrogate father. If my partner wanted a child, then fair enough. That wasn't what I was after. And I wasn't after pity, because the obvious thing for divorced people is that they're looking for somebody to replace their particular partner that they've had. So I tried everything. I tried dating agencies. I tried Match.com, eHarmony. I tried the free ones. Yeah, basically I tried every solution that there was. I then sort of discovered that maybe I should go for either Eastern European or I should go for Thailand. Well, I actually did venture into the Eastern Europe market. I say market, it's like a cattle market. I went to Ukraine, and I had a few experiences there that wasn't very productive. And I went to Moscow, and I met quite a load of ladies there, none of whom were compatible, including some who were disabled as well. So I didn't close my mind to that option, but nothing came of it. And then I had problems. 2013, I discovered I needed back surgery. So of course I had that done in 2014, and it didn't go right. Basically, everything went wrong, and I was left unable to walk. Being self-employed, I was a bit worried about money coming in. It was a really difficult time. And directly after it, I was clinically depressed. I was basically, going to end it all. But I thought that I would make one last stand. I would go to Thailand. I took my walker, because that was the only way I could walk round anywhere, and I took it to Thailand, and I met a lady. It was through an agency, but I met a lady, and we sort of hit it off. We spent 4 days together, and she was quite happy with the way I am. She accepted me as I was, and we arranged for me to go back in December, which was 3 months away. As time went on, I actually changed my way, because people said to me, if you don't do something, you're never gonna be able to walk again. So I set my mind to exercising and doing my own thing, and it was 6 months, and I was able to. I took my walker with me, but I didn't actually use it. We had a really good time, and on the moment I decided that she's the one for me. There's nobody else, and I thought, life is too short. So I said to her, let's get married. So we did. And January 2015, we went to Bangkok and we got married. Now, obviously, the family wanted a proper wedding. So we arranged to have a proper wedding, a Thai wedding, in April 2015 when I went back. And this time I didn't bother with the walker at all. I had a walking stick. So that was good. So in April, we decided that we'd apply for a visa for her to come to the UK. And we were advised to have the 6-month tourist visa, because any other was a little bit difficult to get. For her to come and live here would require an English exam and very thorough commitments, plus over £1,000. Luckily, by the time that I came home, the visa had come through, and she came back with me. So she was here from April until October. Due to the fact that my income had halved following my operation, and I just couldn't see a way back. I couldn't actually afford to go for 6 months. I was going to go December, but basically I couldn't go, and I had to wait until April 2016. Living alone and apart, talking to your wife who's on the internet is not the best thing to do for relationships. It was very hard to have to talk to her over Skype every day and not be able to hug her or have her round, and every day here on my own. So I was quite happy to arrive in Thailand in April, and we spent a glorious 28 days together, and then of course I had to come home. We'd left it a bit late. We applied for another visa. Again, taking advice, we chose the 6-month visa for a variety of reasons. It was obviously the cheapest and the easiest. I came home and she went off to Bangkok to deliver the application. So we're waiting and waiting and waiting, and 3 weeks later we're still waiting. Basically, shortly after the application went in, Immigration Department decided to do their usual, and they phoned her up. And there's only one word that I can use. They interrogated her. The types of questions they ask are loaded, quick trick questions. They are basically designed to trick you into saying the wrong thing so that they have an excuse to refuse. And they don't need very much. They just need you to say the wrong thing, and it's enough. And unfortunately, when you're being interrogated for 48 minutes and you're not sure, it's very easy to say the wrong thing. And unfortunately, she told me next day, she said, "I'm really sorry, but I think I've said the wrong things." They asked me questions that I was a bit worried about, that I knew in my heart that it was going to be refused. Today, we know for sure that they have refused it. I am told, I don't know where they get the information from, but I am told that 95% of applications from Thailand have been refused. Now, obviously, all of them can't be wrong. They must have had really poor excuses, as was ours. Obviously, because they refused this visa, we are now in a situation where we're having to live apart. I am looking into appealing this because I think that the decision was made unfairly, and using tactics that are basically, they're cheating. And if you are playing a game and you did this in a game, you'd be accused of cheating because you want to win and you do anything to win, which is totally wrong. But for me and Tad, all of our friends who live here are all shocked. All my friends that I work with are all shocked. And for me, every day, and I get up out of bed, I'm alone. And sometimes I'm sitting here in my house and I just get really emotional because I realise that there's nothing I can do. But I'm also expecting some more surgery for my back, and I was hoping that she could come here and look after me whilst I had it done. But that's never going to happen now. So I'm going to have to postpone my surgery for the time being because there's no way that I can be on my own like I was last time. And I quite literally had no support from any professional. I was left to my own devices, and this is probably why I was clinically depressed, because I was just left to get on with it. They took away my home care, they took it that way after 6 weeks. They said, "Oh, you can cope on your own now." And all of this is the government immigration department who made this decision. This bureaucratic, faceless bureaucrat somewhere in London who doesn't even know me has ruined my life and my future life. It was only a tourist visa. She was going to go home. You know, it wasn't as if she wants to live here. She only wants to be with me. Now, if I live here, obviously she wants to come here. If I live in Thailand, she's happy with that too. So it's not as if she wants to come to UK and be a drain on society. In fact, she would probably be quite happy to have a job and earn money and contribute how many people come here from all over the world and on the dole. They come here, they claim the dole, and they don't give anything back. Now I'm really upset, so I'm going to have to stop now, because I can't really talk about it anymore.